Hey guys, how's everyone doing tonight? I'm still busy working on uploads from all my live streams over the week. Hey Rose, how's your day been? How's your day been, Rose? I am inside. This is our third night inside. We're gonna be back outside, I think, tomorrow. I need to send a message. Oh man, yeah, I need to go back to Long Beach tomorrow. Thanks for subscribing. Thank you so much. I appreciate the support, man. Thank you. It looks like it's gonna split. YouTube is trying to split my streams into two pieces. It's really weird. Guess we'll have to do a part 1 and a part 2. Yeah, thank you so much. It's unfortunate. Let me see if I can fix that. Let's fix this. When's the last day? It's the 30th, right? There's 30 days. Yeah, there's 30 days. How does that look? That does look better. I did not realize that I did not set my my Twitch goal and my OBS goal the same. I mean, you can kind of see it. It's kind of small. Maybe a little bigger. Eh. Hey, Chintress, how you doing? How's your day been? Hey, Julia, how's your day been? How's everyone doing today? You guys get up to anything good? Busy with some yard work today? Nice. I think you mentioned that earlier. Long, you're in the middle of your sale and it gets worse next week. Oh no, I'm sorry. But all those accessories will be gone and you'll have floor space again. You hate yard work, Rose? I actually don't mind it. I find it very therapeutic. I like putting on headphones. I love mowing the lawn. I did all the chores pretty much growing up after my mom got married. So dishes, we had a massive tile floor. I had to sweep that shit, vacuum everything. I didn't have anyone else's bedrooms to take care of, but I was responsible for my bedroom, any spare bedrooms, the bathroom, everything. And the one chore I always look forward to is mowing the lawn. I always looked forward to mowing the lawn. I don't know why. Go do it for you, Rose. It's nice. You just, I don't know. You just, you put on some headphones and you push a thing. Every like 10 minutes you gotta stop and empty out the thing into a green bin, and then you put the thing back on, and then you pull the thing again, and then you just push the thing and walk around and listen to music. It's nice. That's what mowing the lawn is for me. I do hate edging though. Edging the grass sucks. That's not a part of that chore I enjoy. Hey Moxie, yeah, almost the weekend. Child of abuse, Rose. Remember. The one video game I wanted to play growing up was Halo. And I couldn't get it, so I had to have a friend buy it for me. I had to keep it in my fucking sock drawer. So like that's how much fun my childhood was. That's normally not the thing that the kid keeps in the sock drawer, guys. But yeah, I do enjoy mowing the lawn. Bark's not fun either. The one sucky part about laying that bark is it looks nice for like a couple of years, and then eventually like animals get into it, and the wind blows, and then you get bark that's lying all over your house or on your yard. But it looks so nice for a few years. It really does. You wish you understood the soccer rules. I'm assuming that the current soccer rule that you're confused by is offsides. I am not watching anything, but usually when someone says they hate soccer rules, that's the first rule that comes up, because I would absolutely agree with you, and I do have opinions on that. One of the worst grades on a college paper I ever got, I got like a B- on this particular paper because I argued offsides in soccer is fucking stupid. But all I will say, and I want you guys to keep this in mind, and I don't really mean offense, but I do kind of mean offense because my heritage comes from this nation, to remember that England is one of the primary, like, they consider themselves the creators of soccer, and therefore they get to control all the rules of soccer. So when you stop and you consider the fact that some English people decided to create a rule that would basically enable it for people to be lazier while playing an active team sport, it makes a lot more sense why that rule exists in soccer. It's such a dumb rule. I hated that rule when I was playing soccer. So fucking stupid. You don't know anything about soccer? Oh. So the only thing you need to know about soccer is that you're not allowed to cherry pick at any level. There is no cherry picking in soccer. There's none. And it's like the stupidest thing ever because it takes away such a major component of the strategy of, I think, any common sport that has like an objective. You like playing soccer as a kid? I played soccer for a lot. Correct. 3 goals. It's a personal hat trick, so it's specific to the player that scores the hat trick. Kind of. Daily Rose. It's called association football. I'm going to spell this out for you so you actually see it. That's what the rest of the world knows it as. They added the association to better distinguish it from American football, because American football internationally is called gridiron football because of the way that we map out our fucking... Nothing about that sport makes any fucking sense either. No. We won 2 games by scoring more touchdowns. I don't know what we would call American football. I mean, I'm going to be real. American football being, gridiron football being called football is just, that doesn't make any fucking sense either. Literally, there is one person, there's 2 people on the team that kick the ball, the punter and the kicker. And they are generally speaking the lowest paid people on most professional payrolls. So like I don't, logic was not properly considered when they decided to name that particular sport. I have also a lot of questions about why we went with yards, but when you stop and think about the American education system, I think that one kind of answers itself. It doesn't, Rose. It really doesn't. Soccer being called football does make sense. It's even funnier when you stop and think about the fact that they can't use their hands. That's kind of a rule that was like, kind of sort of just like believed to be that they were just trying to get boys to stop masturbating. I've read enough information in higher education when I was working on my degree that I actually think that that's actually a real thing. Oh, you're gonna go to bed early? Sounds good, Julia. Have a good night. I'll catch up with you next time. But yeah, so in soccer, offsides is like the most common rule that people like, especially Americans. But basically, we all know in basketball, if you would like to, you may choose to not follow your other 4 teammates onto defense, and you can stay back. And if your team gets a rebound, they can throw you the basketball and you can just score a layup. That's called cherry picking. Yeah, I don't know how it came up with soccer, Moxie. This is the American mind. I don't want to try distinguishing that one. Generally speaking, I do not apply intelligence to the general American mind. That's just, I don't take too much offense to it because I'm not talking about any of us specifically. I'm talking about the general American. So in soccer, they have a rule called offsides. There's an offsides in a lot of sports, but how it works in soccer is that, with the exception of the goalie, an offensive player cannot be on the opposing team's side of their final defender. So if the defense, minus the goalie, pushes up to the halfway point in soccer, you could not run past your defenders and wait for a pass. You can start moving towards those defenders and trying to get past them before the ball is passed to you, but the ball must be passed to you first before you get ahead of that defensive line. So essentially in soccer, as long as your defenders push up with the rest of the group, you will get people offsides. It happens at the professional level like 3 or 4 times a match, if not more. It happens a lot. And it's because it's a stupid fucking rule. There's 11 people on each team. Let them run around the whole goddamn park. I don't care. But if you're that lazy that you have to make a rule that constrains the game into a half or a 3/4 area of the field of play to stop cherry picking, that to me is a lazy fucking rule. Soccer could be like a 21-16 type scoring sport. But the English have decided that offsides is that important that they maintain it as a rule of the game. That's my spiel on that. I wrote a paper on it in college and I got a B-, and I got a lot of comments and red markings on it. My professor was not amused by my stance. Mind you, I kind of targeted a sport that he really enjoys and he knew the history about, and I didn't like the topic that I pulled out of the hat. Moxie, I don't have the brain capacity for that rule either. It's the dumbest rule ever. Like, how entertaining could soccer be if literally they were able to just kick the ball from one corner all the way to the other and someone could just score? There'd be so much action. There'd be more slide tackling. There'd be way more slide tackling. The field would be so open. But what offsides does is it constrains everybody into like half part of the pitch or 3/4 of the pitch. So you're not using half of the field. You just transition from using one half of the field to using the other half of the field. Why don't we just fucking make this so like soccer can just be like open, just the whole field? That means if someone misses a shot attacking your goal and your goalie catches it, they can just kick it to their teammate all the way across and you can watch 4 other people chase down 2 dudes. Like, that would be so much more entertaining. And don't try telling me it's about safety. I see how much those guys run. They can handle it. It really would have been Aerodorial. It really would have been. But, you know, again, remember, and again, my heritage, my great-grandmother's from London. So, like, straight up, a lot of my biology comes from this country, genetically speaking. And they have a lazy culture. For anyone here that has spent any time out in the UK, especially in England, no one's at the office at 3:30 in the afternoon. They're at the pub. You want to know what they're doing when they're going on their lunch break? They're going to a pub. Like, they're a very casual, laid-back country. People just don't realize it. Your only experience with soccer is when your son played for 1 year and coached, but that was a long time ago. I'd coach soccer again. I'd coach soccer again. I think it'd be fun. You've torn both your ACLs playing soccer? Oof. I am terribly, terribly sorry. That is not a fun. That is not a fun one to experience. But yeah, I'm not watching the Team USA game. I saw we won our group, so I'm just like not even really concerned. I might tune into a game. I'm not gonna. I'll see who we pull in the knockout round. I'll see who we pull. You're going to Ireland next month? Oh man, I've never been to Ireland. I'm jelly. You're fully recovered now, but you won't play again. I think I want to do Ireland and Scotland together. Just kind of stay in that general vicinity. I need to go with a couple of buddies to when I do Scotland though. We got to book some Scotch tastings, and I don't think any of us are going to be in a position after those to be catching rides or walking anywhere. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to getting up there. Oh man, get some pints. Oh man, that'd be a fun trip. Oh, you're going to do Scotland too? Oh, I'm so jealous. So Belvenny is one of my favorite scotches to get here in the U.S. And I don't know if you're gonna fly via if you're gonna go through Heathrow before you pounce up there. But if you go through Heathrow or anything like that, I know they always have them. You can usually get limited edition bottles of Belvenny. Their rum Caribbean cask is so fucking good. It's got like this solid smoky flavor to it, but then because they age it in rum casks, it kind of has like a sweet vanilla finish. Oh, it's so fucking good. But they have a special edition you can get of that at the airports. You're not going through Heathrow? I got you. That's so cool. Hang on, I gotta check on the YouTube uploads. It is gonna split them into 2 video uploads. I need to remake the thumbnail then. Checks for this video will start soon. Okay. Sorry for the quick green screen. I was just moving my screen. Man, these uploads took all day, guys. And this one's forever long too. So if anyone hasn't seen my message, I found out today that my software that I use to clip, it cannot handle anything more than a 12-hour stream. I'm really annoyed by this. I spent a good 20 minutes kind of pissed off about this actually. You're going to Montana? Montana's a good space. Beautiful, beautiful place. Your daughter did Scotland last year and she loved it. Oh, that's so exciting. Your boyfriend has a business and he's coming to California to pick me up and then fly you home to pay for it all. Oh, that's so exciting. Where in Montana are you going? There's some beautiful spots. But yeah, I found that out today, so I'm not able to even pull any clips from my 15-hour stream yesterday, which is very disappointing. I can do some manual stuff, but there's just not. Bozeman. My best friend lives in Bozeman. Montana State is also in Bozeman. Bozeman is a very beautiful part of that state. It is also a area of that state that is being heavily gentrified and is full of tons and tons and tons of Californians. So be mindful that the locals will not take kindly to you, Rose. Just be mindful of that. Yellowstone's a really good trip. I have done Yellowstone many, many times. My adoptive side of my family was pretty well taken care of financially, like not like crazy rich, but we had a cabin in a part of Idaho called Island Park, Idaho. It's kind of just on the border of Montana, and we would frequently go over there, and we would actually go into Yellowstone in the winter. You have to get special permission to do that. Some of the coldest I have ever been is in Yellowstone in the winter. Oh my God, it gets cold in there. Yeah, he moved away from California. Yeah, he was born in California too. Yeah, living in California is very, very expensive, and this is what I will share with all of you guys. Lots and lots of people try to get out of California because they think that it will be more affordable to live elsewhere. And one of two things is going to happen. You are going to either A, move to a location that you are going to discover is not as affordable as you thought it was going to be, or B, you're going to end up moving to a place that is more affordable. But guess what? The rest of California is going to catch up on that very quickly. For a long time, that was Utah. And then for a long time, it was Vegas, various parts of Nevada. It was Phoenix for a while. Bozeman and Billings, Montana are kind of it right now. Coeur d'Alene, Idaho is also an area that is getting a lot of love from places in Washington and Oregon. But the one thing that I will say is it will become not as affordable, and then you're going to end up missing California. Because you would rather pay for a good life than save money being miserable in the snow. And some people, unfortunately, have to learn that lesson the hard way. It is cheaper to rent, but you do have to get out of Bozeman. You are absolutely correct. My friend, the first thing he did when he moved back, he's from Montana, but he moved back to Bozeman from Salt Lake City, is he's like, I'm not renting up there. I refuse. I'm buying a place. And that's what he did. I really think so. I know so, Rose. I'm not saying that you can leave California looking for cheaper living and you won't find it, but I am saying that based off of my experience, the conversations I've had with others and what I've seen, because I've lived in Utah and people were moving to Utah from California in droves when my parents decided to make that move. And trust me, you go look in Salt Lake City right now, it is not as affordable as you would think it would be. It is extraordinarily expensive. I can find cheaper studios and apartments here in Southern California than I can in some parts of Salt Lake City, South Salt Lake, Sandy and Draper, Utah, very, very expensive areas of that state. So yeah, because you can never truly get away from California. Like when you see a Californian leaving California, they are not really leaving California. They are about to make a massive fucking mistake and they just don't really realize it yet. And again, some people have left and been very, very happy, but for the most part, you end up moving away and realizing you're not saving as much money as you wanted to be, and you don't have the sunshine, you just don't have any of it. It's the culture. It's very tough to find a diverse population like you'll find out here in California. But yeah, Bozeman's a hot spot for Californians right now. If you've watched the Taylor Sheridan show Yellowstone, I'm a huge fan of that show. It's a great show. There's actually a subplot in a few seasons where they actually talk extensively about the development that comes from bigger cities coming into a state like Montana that's a little bit more rural. Montana doesn't really want to get big. That's something I think that a lot of people need to understand. And there's other places in the country that are like that too. I don't think Wyoming ever wants to get big. I think if Wyoming had wanted to get big, Wyoming would already be big. But yeah, Montana's a beautiful area. You'll love it. I don't know if you drink, but there's some cool bars over there in that area. It's a college town. Bozeman is a college town. Montana State University, the Bobcats are there. So yeah, it's a cool town. A lot of history there too. From the old pioneering days, the Oregon Trail days. A lot of people kind of ended up in Montana because they couldn't quite make it to Oregon. Because remember, if you were going to do the Oregon Trail, you had to do spring and summer. If you didn't make it to Oregon by the time winter got there, you got stranded where you were. So yeah, a lot of settlement just from people just not quite able to make it in the time frame that they thought they had. Yeah, Montana's a cool spot. So Montana, Scotland, and Ireland. Holy Jesus, we got a lot of travel going on. Anyone else going anywhere cool coming up here? Let me see if I missed anything else. So Montana, Scotland, Ireland. So in other news from my day, let me actually pull this up to show. If you were to move to Montana, it would be a year or longer. Well, you're going to find out really quickly how good you are in the snow. Chico would be better. Go finish school in Chico. I mean, you can go to school in Montana State if they have your major. So, I did share this. I gotta open up Discord. Find this document. Visit. There's a couple things we'll talk about tonight. I have some thingamabibs on my mind. Just some. So, maybe someday you'll travel to another country. You're happy here now, yeah. Travel's fun. I enjoy traveling. I'm looking forward to the travel I'm going to do for this streaming content creation stuff. It's going to be fun. So, they announced the winners of like the first like week of this new program that I joined, and it's really interesting. Everybody is doing short form. Everyone's doing short form, but not a lot of people are doing anything else. As you can see, I was one of 2 people that submitted a long form video for this first week in this program. And the other weird thing is I streamed, but I didn't get credit for it. And then I went and looked and I found out I actually have to submit my streams individually if I want to be compensated. Which blew my mind because I'm doing a couple of things for my Twitch streams to communicate to their system that I'm working, if that makes sense. So a little weird. But we did get, thanks Moxie, appreciate it. But we did get a few, so I'll be able to try to put together a giveaway here, I think. To try to pull some more people in here for maybe some of my gaming streams a little bit later. But that was a pretty cool. Kind of disappointed. I feel like I left some rewards for all of us on the table, but at the same time, like, really weird that they, the way that they're doing this, but got to talk to some of the other creators that are part of this program because all of us were a little bit confused about why we didn't get recognized. So got to know a few people earlier this like late morning today when I wasn't working on stuff. Yeah, mostly just been working on updating. Like I said, I think it's gonna split this busy one into 2 streams. But yeah, I got all my content updated and uploaded, guys, and yeah, stayed busy today. Excuse me. Thinking about going in and checking into urgent care tomorrow. I don't know, we'll see how tonight goes. My chest really hurts a little extra today, and my left arm kind of hurts. So I'm a smidgen concerned because it's been an achy pain that has been going on here for about 7-8 hours, and so take it in stride, Rose. There will be opportunities in your life where you will travel plenty, but be patient with the travel. You'll get plenty of time. But given what that usually means is why I'm kind of sort of thinking that if I wake up tomorrow morning and I still feel this way, I should probably go to urgent care. Yeah, the car's here. I wouldn't have made the announcement unless I was like, everything's, yeah, it's fine. No, Rose, I have a chest issue. As I mentioned, it's my left arm. I know what you're studying, so I think that you know what that means. Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to, just getting some wheels, getting able to move around a little bit. I am trying to work on my schedule a little bit. I'm going to be making some drastic scheduling changes to just the way I go about doing things and how I work and where I work, to try to make the most of it. It's tough, like, time is a very precious resource, and I'm trying to figure out how I can get more of it. It keeps saying claim failed. What does that mean? What claim failed? When you send chat message. Were you trying to claim bonus points for your stream streak? I don't know, maybe just exit and come back. Oh, I did have some. Sometimes it says claim failed. Claim failed? That's weird. One thing I did want to share with you guys too is dual streaming is now available on Twitch. So we are now going to be able to get you guys a vertical view for my streams if you are choosing to watch on your phone. For those that are not aware, the best viewing experience for Twitch is actually on a computer. That should change down the road, but just sharing. If you ever want to gift subs to me or another creator, do not ever gift subs from your phone. It costs almost $1 more. But yeah, buy it through the PC. But yeah, so they added vertical, and I opened up the thing to look at like how hard it is to set up, and it's just gonna take me a little while to it's gonna take me just a little while to set it up, but I'm hoping it provides a little bit of a better experience for some of you guys that choose to watch my streams on the phone, and it will probably make it look and feel a little bit more like TikTok used to look and feel, just from the sense that you're able to hold your phone like this and just watch me that way instead of having to do this. And I actually don't mind this, but But I found that out today, and I'm trying to find some time to sit down and actually get through all that because everything has to be set up correctly, and you do have to purchase a plugin, and you have to do that for your OBS. So I'm gonna look at making that improvement here in the near future. And yeah, just getting into the car and then figuring it out one step at a time. Just really trying to figure that out. Probably walking back tomorrow. I don't really want to, but we do what we gotta do. Yeah. So hopefully I'm sleeping in a car this weekend. That's the hope. And I'll probably just do a few nights outside of his place and just I don't know, stop and consider, I think, what it's going to take to get my bearings. And I don't need to be disappearing, out to like the Valley or Pasadena or anything like that for no reason at all. Gotta be careful on gas money too. So, but yeah, hopefully our days of sleeping on a park bench are behind us. Avoiding that wind chill. But everything just kind of, I'm just taking it in stride. Like I said, my chest and arm kind of hurt, so if the worst comes to worst and I wake up tomorrow morning in a lot of pain, I'm going to speak up and grab my things, get out of here, and try to see if I can go somewhere where I can get just a little bit of help. I don't really know what they're going to do, but they did say if I had an experience like this, I need to say something, so I'm certainly going to do that. Yeah, hopefully. I mean, I probably would have had it today, but I'm still here, so. But yeah, we'll get down there and then we'll. Yeah. Just remember though, for me, there's no excitement, it's just the next challenge. So just keep that in mind. We're not celebrating getting a car. I didn't earn this either, so I'm definitely not going to celebrate it, even a smidgen. There's nothing exciting about this other than me just not having to sleep in the cold. But yeah. So my weekend, I think I'm going to work on some kind of a schedule that entails me going to sleeping outside, going to the gym, maybe Panera, maybe a library somewhere working. Rose, there's nothing much we can do about that. And even if I was receptive to strangers helping me in that way, I took that step and people abused it, and now we're not in a place where we can kind of do that. So I am going to die alone, and that's okay. It's totally fine. So yeah, either I'm walking back tomorrow or I'm going into urgent care. We'll see. We'll see how the evening goes. But I'm actually not going to stream the game. I thought I would be better. Like, I was kind of feeling better when I had some food. And, like, I've had really healthy meals today. I went and just got healthy choice stuff at the store. I kept it really simple. So I'm having, like, honey glazed potatoes and turkey for dinner. I know I'm not supposed to have veggies and potatoes and stuff, but it's better than nothing. I was hoping just like eating better would just like help me feel better, because I did feel a little bit better this past week, but like I'm honestly just feeling like I need to lie down. I honestly feel like something bad's gonna happen. But yeah, it's not a very filling meal, but I can't eat a lot these days, so there's a hospital that's accessible to me. if I call an ambulance. I'm doing a little bit better. I'd say, 3 or 4 weeks ago, I was 50-50 on how the next attack was going to go. I'm a little bit closer to like 60-40s, like 60% I think I'll be able to make it through. I know I'm not going to make it through a fourth one. I got one more of those things in my quiver, and then after that, I got nothing. So that's also a big concern. Like, I know what it feels like, so it's like, man, like, I think I'm strong enough to get through that one. Like, that's how you play it in your head too. So but yeah, once I think the wheels thing, I think it's just going to be a few days for me to figure it out. It's going to be a lot of shock. It's going to be very emotionally. It's going to be extraordinarily challenging getting into a car. Oh, thanks, Anne. Yeah, that's pretty far out. I wouldn't be able to get any medical help out there. You're in a whole other county, so that's a whole big bag of no if I get caught out there needing to tap into a medical benefit. But yeah, we're gonna get our bearings on the vehicle. I'm really hoping it can just be a few days figuring it out. And like, again, I'm not learning how to drive or anything, guys. It's just it took a lot to adapt to this, and it's gonna take a lot to adapt to that. Oh, hey, Harley's mama, it's great to see you. How's your day been? Yeah, I think that's what I know. I also wanted to take the pressure on him. I felt bad because I messaged him like 3 days in a row after he called me to tell me he got it for me, and I was like, man, I feel like I'm badgering this guy. And all he's doing is trying to be nice, so I'm really trying not to, like, pretty busy. Yeah, same. I've been doing uploads all day, and in fact, I'm still doing uploads, Harley's mama. I'm having for some reason, YouTube wants to split up my 15-hour stream yesterday into 2 pieces, and I'm kind of annoyed by it. Yeah, pretty busy as well. Got anything fun going on? Everyone caught up a little earlier. Catch you up. Rose is going to Montana to visit her boyfriend, and Moxie's going to Scotland and Ireland. Julia had to go to bed early tonight, but had some other folks doing some gardening work. Yeah, it sounds like everyone's had a pretty busy, productive day in the community, so. I got some rewards from our rivals that I gotta figure out how I'm gonna use, and I want to get out of here when I check out tomorrow. I just don't want to have any uploads I gotta think about. I want that done. Like, I want this one uploaded onto YouTube before I get out of here tomorrow. But I think if I am feeling better, I can maybe just do a Friday stream, which is probably better for the gaming thing. Fridays are a really good day to stream that game, so. Yeah. Like, I don't know what the status of the car is, and I don't want to harass my friend. But yeah, I've been looking at the weather, and yeah. I don't know how this happened. It's June. Summer's here. Also, I gotta sleep next to the coast, so yeah, the whole weekend's gonna be not fun. It's fine. Hopefully we just get into a car and it's all good, but I also just like, man, like, if I can piece together a storage solution here in an area that I can access, if I can get in, I've shared with a few people, I'm trying to figure out a problem with me not having an address is presenting an issue with the workspace that I want to use. But between Panera Bread and this other workspace, plus I have a backup to this primary workspace, believe it or not, you guys, this could be a massive summer if I could just get some of this lined up. I think Panera is going to be a huge saving grace for us, you guys. I mean, for a person in my position that's going to be living out of a car, $7.50 a month for the next 3 months for coffee, for a whole month, worth of coffee. $7.50. That's like a fucking steal. I'm rethinking my whole future of my life. I'm over here trying to figure out if I can get an apartment somewhere in like Hollywood, WeHo area that's like right above one of those fucking Paneras. Like, how the hell can they afford to do that? Yeah, like they want me to buy food, so like a bagel is like that. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at some receipts here. It's an incredible bargain. It's normally $15. Let me go see this. What's the normal price on it? No, give me this. So this is the normal price on it. Okay? It's $14.99, 20 plus drinks. And here's the thing, guys, it resets every 2 hours. Like right now, I can go into the app right now. I'll show you what it looks like when I log into the app. They are banking on me getting more, and it's kind of okay. Like I said, we're going to look at some receipts here in a second. But like, let's say I wanted to order something. I don't know why my phone's taking. There we go. It's like the slowest load ever. I don't know why it's taking so long. Oh, it's because I disconnected from the Wi-Fi. So let's say I just want to go in here and I want to order just a beverage. There we go. Beverages. So we got their specialty drinks and stuff all right here. But if we go down to just regular soft drinks, it's free for me. All of it is free. All of these are free. Bottled water you got to pay for. Anything in a bottle you got to pay for. And then that's their specialty coffees. Regular coffee, all free. All free, guys. And then you get to the other stuff. So, like, hey, what's going on, 1993? So, like, let's go look at So here is a great example. We'll use both of these. Bagel, $2.19. By the way, that cinnamon crunch bagel is basically like candy. Be very careful. You don't necessarily need schmear, but like it does help. So that's $3 cheaper than I was doing breakfast for at McDonald's. Mind you, I think McDonald's might be more healthier. And I had a gift card, so I did get some food, and here's a great example of how, so they have a pick two, and I got a sandwich, like a healthy sandwich that isn't McDonald's, and I got a chicken noodle soup for $9.98. So there is some value to be had there if we just keep it reasonable and I don't get crazy and I stick to just like sales stuff. And then that way I can just order a cup of coffee in the morning, sit down at 6 a.m., get to work, get a bagel somewhere. Some days maybe I help up with lunch, some days I don't, and we just leave, but it's fine. But we can at least get to like 9:30, 10 every morning there if I just get a coffee and a bagel. I don't think that they will ever complain about me staying longer, but I can make it all day if I get lunch, basically. But it's really reasonable. And the drink thing, the whole $0 drink thing, that's every 2 hours. Every 2 hours. So I can go to Panera at 6 a.m., leave, go somewhere else, come back at 8 a.m., get another cup again, leave, come back at 1 p.m. for lunch and get another beverage that I want, and then I can come back again at like 5 or 6 and get another beverage. So a couple of days last week when I did leave, I just went and hung out at a park in the neighborhood, and I just walked back over when I got thirsty again. Like, this is an insane deal. And again, you guys, for those that don't know, per month, for the next few months, per month, I am paying $7.50. Give it a second, it'll focus. But yeah, $7.50 a month until September. And I think this is going on for everybody now. So I think if you guys were to like go look this up, okay, maybe it's not gonna. There we go. So it's $7.50 a month plus tax for 3 months. I think if you guys go look in here, I think that you guys will have this deal available to you. I want to be clear. I paid off the value of this just by going once. So if you have one that's in your neighborhood, their coffee's good too. They actually have, yeah, you're absolutely right, Ann. They have good coffee. It's way better than McDonald's. And they have Wi-Fi and they have power for me. So that has been just the craziest, coolest little thing that we stumbled upon. Like when I got a gift card from one of my friends, I was like, oh man, maybe I'll think about doing this. And then I saw it was $7.50 on promotion. I was like, yeah, we're definitely doing this. So, I will never go thirsty once I get the car. Once I get the car, I will never go thirsty, guys. In fact, once I get the ride, I'm gonna go to Panera. I'm gonna get a Coke when I decide I'm gonna go get McDonald's for dinner, and then I'm gonna walk that Coke across the parking lot to the McDonald's. They're literally like 40 yards apart. I'm gonna order some McDonald's off of the value menu, and I'm just gonna like enjoy my free beverage and try to save myself like $1.50. I'm not gonna go wild, guys. But yeah, so like I can do the pick 2. And let's like their pick 2 is actually pretty good. Let me show you guys what they have on there. Like I think it would be a lot healthier than I think what I had been doing. It's just like it's an extra $3.60 something per meal over what it would be at McDonald's. So I need to be cautious. I'm not going crazy over here. No one's gonna go bananas. But also keep this in mind for you guys. If you guys have one near your office, this is a pretty good deal. So they have a pick 2 where you can basically go through soups, tons of sandwiches and stuff, salads and stuff. So you can, this poppy seed chicken breast salad, oh my God, it's like the greatest thing ever. Please show that photo because it is so good. Yeah, there we go. The strawberry poppy seed chicken salad is probably the greatest thing that you can get there. So they have this sale, and it's pretty much everything on their menu. You can basically get a half salad, half soup, or half sandwich for, and it comes out a little bit more. And then they have this one. And what they do for this one is they specifically pick out a select grouping of them, and you have to pick 2, and they're $4.99 a piece. So this is what I did to get at $9.98. So you can get this toasted Italiano, the caprese, the bacon turkey bravado, which is what I usually get. I've had the cranberry walnut a long time ago. It's pretty good. They got a stuffer, Caesar salad stuffer. They got the farmhouse crunch salad and a regular just Caesar salad. And then they have this Fuji apple chicken salad, which is really, really good. And then you can get tomato soup, chicken noodle soup, or French onion soup. I used to love their French onion soup, and then like I was in New York or something, and I just popped in there one time and I got a bad French onion soup batch. I haven't had their French onion since. It was just a bad batch, you know. But that deal's pretty okay. I think maybe we can squeeze that in here every once in a while when the help is there. But I'm just appreciative of the power, the Wi-Fi. Everyone there's really, really nice. For those that didn't see my photo I shared the other day, they gave me a free cookie just for saying hi. And like the other day too, when the main guy that got me signed up saw me, I walked in and he didn't even ask for my phone number, and he actually just grabbed me a coffee cup and a soft drink cup. It's like 6:15 in the morning. I'm like, oh, thanks, dude. That happened to you with French onion soup, and yeah, it's weird. Like I've had some places where like, man, I love your clam chowder. I want to go get your clam chowder, and like I go get your clam chowder one day and it tastes funky. It happens. I tried to move past it, but like it was a really not good situation. It just didn't taste good. I remember that. But yeah, that place I think is going to be really beneficial. One of my gyms is next door too, and then there's also a Target and a Trader Joe's in that parking lot, so I'm going to be able to And then I've already shared this with like maybe just a couple of people, but there's only one Panera in like Long Beach. So if anyone wants to message me and just order on my behalf, you can certainly choose to do that. Just message me first to make sure no one else has helped me out for the day. But I don't know how many days I'm going to be spending there. I know I'll be there in the mornings, but I really want to get up to this other office. I just got to figure out. I got to figure out an address that I can use. Yeah. I'm trying to use the multi-service center, but it's kind of a pain in the ass. Yeah, we're gonna make some moves here once the car gets here, and hopefully, hopefully things might get just a little bit easier. All right, guys, we got anything fun coming up this weekend? Yeah, I need to get a PO box. I need it to be like here in Long Beach with me. I also don't know if that'll work for this place though. Yeah, anyone have anything fun coming up this weekend? Anyone visiting any friends, or you're going to see Disclosure Day? Is that a movie? Just work for you, Rose? Nice. They are. And in my case, as a creator with no home address, I gotta kind of do it a specific way. I can't do it at USPS because they won't be able to accept packages from FedEx and UPS. Nope, nothing special for you, Harley's mama. I'm sorry to hear that. Are you guys all gonna be spending time together this weekend though, Harley's mama? Like your brother gonna be at home hanging out? Yes, aliens. Oh, nice. You'll see him Saturday? Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't know what my plans are for the weekend. I am going to make my way back down to Long Beach tomorrow. I am dipping into savings tonight. I was like $70 short on paying my cell phone bill, so I'm going to get that taken care of so that we don't go dark on you guys. That would obviously be not good. If I'm not feeling better, I may ask for just a little bit of help, just getting my ass back to Long Beach tomorrow. I'm not planning on doing that walk all that much more. I did notice it's also a little bit cheaper if I take the Uber to and from that Panera versus that park. What's the rate for here tomorrow? Probably the same as it was tonight. I can't believe we had to pay $100 for a Thursday night, but I think it's because the World Cup was going on tonight in town. Or, I don't know where the game is. Where was the game? Was it in LA or was it somewhere else? Where was today's USA-Turkey game played? That's who we played, right? Turkey? Or we are playing Turkey. It's going on now. Yeah, it's in Inglewood. That's why the rate was so much tonight. It's at SoFi Stadium. I'm checking right now, Harley's mama. I do need to take the bus into, if I do stay or something, I do need to take the bus into Long Beach to go talk to my friend. It's a lot more tomorrow. Oh my God. I've never seen this place this expensive before. 142. I've never seen this place that expensive before. Yeah, we're definitely checking out tomorrow, guys. For a Friday? That's insane. You get to see your friends on Saturday, Rose? That's fun. Yeah, it's true. It's very true. Yeah, and I mean, I can stay here and still go to Long Beach. Obviously, nothing affordable is going to be in Long Beach. Anything affordable. I mean, not really, Harley's mama, but I also want to... We're so close to getting this car. I mean, I don't know. I obviously like to stay in, you guys, when I can, but I do need to go visit with my friends. So I think like if I stayed in, I don't know if I'd be able to stream tomorrow because he's off work around 5 or 6, so I need to go pop down there tomorrow night. Do I remember those days of starter jobs, Rose? I do remember those days. In fact, I'm about to have kind of sort of one of those days here in the near future as a 37-year-old. Oh, thank you, Heather's mama. I'll catch you in a second then. Yeah, it's when you work a minimum wage job and you're hanging with your friends. So you know what sucks, and I will share this with all of you. Everyone's still hanging out with me. I don't know how many of you guys are here. I thought I saw like 6 or 7 people here earlier, so I assume there's maybe a couple of you guys still hanging out with me. We'll kind of end with this thought, this story thought for the night, because I think that this is something that maybe isn't something that everyone can necessarily relate to. So when I started my career, I actually did not get the, hey, congratulations on graduating college, come work this entry-level job with us. We're gonna have like 5 or 6 other college graduates that are all gonna come work in this department with you. And like you're gonna meet friends and we're gonna teach you all the ropes and we're gonna get you introduced to network with people and all that stuff. That's very common in corporate America. You go work for Amex, you go work for Adobe, you go work for Apple, Meta, any of these places, and they're gonna go the extra mile for you to kind of like, hey, we want you to be successful here, we want you to like, etc., etc., etc. So you'll do that, and then you'll end up making friends with people that are also like 22, 23, 24 years old. They've also recently graduated college, and you'll have like all these people that will be working the gig with you, and you know what I'm saying. So you'll make friends, and you'll bond, and you'll complain about your fucking boss, and you'll complain about why do we have to do all this grunt work, and I got in trouble because I brought so-and-so the wrong cup of coffee today. And like these are things that bond and unite you when you're starting out your career. Oh, thank you so much, Harley's mama. I will, if you're kind enough to help me. Thank you so much. I will message my friend something different and just communicate to him. Thank you so much, Harley's mama. We're booked. So I never got that, you guys. I never got that experience when I graduated college, and it's okay because I'm going to explain to you why it's okay. I will, Harley's mama. I will. I mean, I'm going to stream during the day tomorrow. I really want to stream during the day tomorrow. But I'm definitely going to probably not be able to stream in the evening tomorrow night because I think I'm going to have to take the bus into Long Beach. I'll probably just put a few, I just have to reload the Orange County bus card, but yeah. So I never got that in my career. I never got that experience that you're talking about, Rose, where you worked this entry-level thing or you kind of got your career started. So, and then when I was the 2 or 3 years before I graduated college, the only jobs I worked were internships. And those experiences are a little bit different, especially when you're a leader and they created 2 internships so that they couldn't lose you. Like it was a really complicated, complex kind of situation. I was a very valued member of that organization before I was really even truly a part of that organization. So fast forward a little bit to 2018, we had moved to California, and my ex had taken a job in Utah that was very similar. She got to bond with a bunch of recent college graduates and all those things. And then she came to California, and then she did the same thing again. She joined a company that had a lot of people that were all her age and all yada, yada, yada. And they all bonded. They all got to know each other. At the time, their company was in Venice on Abbot Kinney Boulevard, which is if you're in Southern California, you're very familiar with Abbot Kinney. It's a very cool spot to have an office, and they would always do drinks and stuff and get bites to eat and stuff. And it's very interesting because it played a role a little bit in our divorce, because I never ever got that experience. And I'm going to explain the experience I had. I did all these internships. They created my final last 2 internships for me. They said, we can't leave, you cannot leave, we can't afford to lose you, like you're basically already here, so we're going to create a position for you to work another NBA season with us. But the ballpark wants you back, the general manager over there wants you back, so you're going to only work the NBA season until early March. And then come early March, you are going to go work for this baseball team. Funny thing, I went to go work for the baseball team, and then they had to transfer me back to the NBA team. This was in 2015. When I finished all my internships and I was preparing to graduate from college, he's making more money. Nice. When I did all that, they wanted to hire me full time, and they recognized that they had to give me something that was going to be worth my time. So they hired me as the event security guest services manager. Many of you guys know this, that have heard this story before. This is normally a job that is done by 4 different people. At other NBA teams, you will have an event security manager, you will have a guest service manager, you will have a parking manager, and you will have a building security manager. So I was all of 4 of those things. I managed our EMS team, that was 26 people. I managed the Salt Lake City Police Department. We actually hired our officers. So I had 115 officers that were on my payroll, and we paid them directly. They didn't pay the city. I did have to pay the city. And then the fire department was my responsibility too. I had 13 Leo officers that were all part of my team. Those were all my departments. So you combine the 200 and something event security, 300 something guest service. I had a lot of people that were reporting to me. So I didn't get the bond with my coworkers experience. My job was supposed to be being done by 6 other people, and my job was being done by me. So came to Los Angeles, and the same thing happened. I was being hired on to take on a leadership role at a studio, and I was building out my team, hiring and bringing on vendors, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So here I am at 37 years old, and I have spent most of my 20s and 30s working and not really having the opportunity to bond with peers. I bond with vendors, I bond with the owners of the company, I bond with vice presidents and senior vice presidents, I didn't get the, yo dude Mikey, you wanna go meet up and grab a drink? And that has not been a part of my career once. And I'm not saying like there haven't been times where I got to go and get beers with people, or that I got to go and have some of these chats and these conversations with some cool people, but it's just like, at no point in time when I was 26 was there another 26-year-old in the office that I was bonding with. But I will say, Rose, embrace it. Like, this is a cool part of your life. Those jobs definitely provide you with, I think it provides you, with maybe just a little bit more, provides you with an opportunity to exercise your social skills a little bit more. When you do make it up there to like senior manager and higher, it does start to get a little lonely. You can only really be friends with like other senior managers and other directors, so you kind of gotta. I mean, I was Harley's mom. I built some pretty good relationships and friendships at work and stuff. Like here's an example. I don't mind. Let's go to New York. New York City. Oh, that was the photo. That was actually the photo I wanted to. So this is in New York City. This is October of 2019. So this is a while ago. That's my boss. You want to know what my boss knew about my job? he knew that I was very important and that I did a job. You're just an employee for now, unfortunately. Yeah, he knew nothing about my fucking job. That guy knew jack shit. And what was I doing on that trip? I don't even remember what I was doing on that trip. Oh, I was doing this. We were doing a Monday night football party on that trip. This is just, actually, no. This photo was taken October 10th. So this is the same year. It's 5 days later, October 10th, 2019. It's a little DJ booth at one of my events. It's in Greenwich Village. But a reminder, the other photo I just showed you guys. So same thing, New York City, October 5th, okay? October 5th, 2019. You guys see the dates? So October 5th and October 10th, 2019, those two photos. Those are two different trips to New York. I shit you not, you guys. I would literally go to New York for like 2 or 3 nights. I would come back, sleep one night here just so I could see my wife and hang out with my babies. Change my clothes, and I would hop back out to fucking New York again. It was so atrocious. I cannot express to you, but the short version of the story is, yeah, you bond with people and you get to know some people, but it's mostly just your boss. Yeah, it took me away from home a lot. Where was that escape room? If I search group photo, will it show up? We gotta go back a ways. But like here it is, like a whole group of us went to a Dodger game. So kind of the same group. You will see my same boss in the shades in the back. My original boss is sitting next to me, and then that's actually another senior manager on our team. We were pretty good friends. So this is at a Dodger game. This is in 2019. We did charge this to the company, guys. We all sat around one day and we said we needed to do a team bonding activity. What does everyone like? And we're all like, we like beer and baseball. And we're like, how much are Dodger tickets? But you just bond with your boss. You bond with your senior leaders, your executives. You don't really get an opportunity to like make large groups of friends when that's the path you choose. So just know, like, if you ever want to choose leadership management as your path, it's a little more lonelier than some of the other paths you can choose. Yeah, met plenty of celebs, but it was my job to take care of them, not to befriend them. If I have to get you out of a building and I gotta grab your neck and your belt buckle and drive you out of that vehicle, out of that back room to get you into a vehicle, trust me, I don't need you to know me very well. I just need you to know my face, know my name, and understand that me and my team are gonna be getting you to safety. That's all I need you to know. You've worked for your company for 37 years. That's how long you've worked at the law office. Do you have a lot of friends there, Harley's mama? I'm sure you're friends with some of the lawyers, at least, I hope. Yeah, you think that's good? I mean, I had a few friends, guys. I did. Are there other photos from, like... I was thinking of another work photo, but I couldn't really think of it. But yeah, I never really got a chance to like make any of build those types of relationships in my career. I'm looking and I'm trying to see if there's anything else. But you built a few long-lasting friendships. That's good. You were a paralegal. Harley's mama? Or and you were a paralegal? Nice. Your boyfriend is working on a business and still working. Yeah, it takes a lot to be. So, like, the job that I'm going to be taking, I'm not going to be sharing with you guys what it is, but I spent a lot of time thinking about what direction this may go, and I think I have a pretty good idea. And I'm open to any of it, but, like, the bottom line is I was I just need to start off kind of low level, guys. I just need to show up, punch a clock, and just do some basic jobs. But what I will say is I'm going to be working at a local small business here this summer. And I'm really excited because that's actually always been, since I moved to California, has actually always been a part of my life, is to be involved with a small business in the community. For those that don't know, I used to work at a card shop called the Bullpen, LA. It used to be in my part of town in LA, West LA, but it's actually in El Segundo now. And I really, really just enjoy it makes me feel connected to the community. And it also humbles you as a person who spent a lot of time in corporate business to going to a small business and talking to a business owner who's having a bad month and stressing about how they're going to pay some of their expenses. And it's nice. I was able to make a very big difference for a company in my hometown, so I felt good about that. But unfortunately, that boss did not end up being just the greatest of people, and that was disappointing. But it does seem like this person is a really great person. He's really, really nice. He has a lot of experience, and he just seems like a go-getter. Things may not look great right now, but they will look great later. And he's extremely supportive of the things I'm doing. He's offered to get me in touch with people and get me some more resources. So I will be probably living a very similar lifestyle to your boyfriend, Rose. Yeah, and I mean, he's got a family, and I mean, it seems like his family's just really nice, and everyone just It's always interesting though, because for a man to get to that point in his life where that's who he is, that's the type of man he is. He's seen and gone through some experiences in life. So you left in the early 2000s, Anne, from being a paralegal? Did I set this? Oh, I did. Okay, we're good. We're good. You went back to school? Oh, nice, Anne. What did you study? Did you graduate? Holistic health psychology? Oh, nice. I have a business health degree, so I know what that's about. Nothing negatively impacting you recently, I hope, Harley's mama. Are they making cuts right now just because of everything that's happening? I've been doing holistic healthcare for 17 years. Wow. My computer is extremely hot tonight. Research as well. Okay, it's not. I'm gonna close some of these applications. Wow, my computer is smoking hot. Holy crap. Why is it so warm? That's not good. Yes and no, but a lot of changes, new management, some new ideas coming into the mix. Not always yeah. Whenever you have new management and you get people that make a lot of emotional decisions, I have a rule whenever I'm brought in as a leader, I always give it X amount of time. I try to do 90 days, but sometimes you're not given that opportunity. Oh, good night, Shinstris. Thanks for joining us tonight. It was great to visit and chat again. I hope you have a nice Friday. Catch up with you maybe. I'll figure out a way to get live tomorrow. I just don't know when it'll be. For a conversation, I'll stream during the day to some games. You've been focusing on physics? Yeah, So my degree is in, I started in business and I transferred out, but it's a combo like business health degree. My degree is in, I have a bachelor's of science in parks, recreation, and tourism with an emphasis in community recreation and sport management. Yes, that is my total and complete full-length degree. Oh my god, did the firm get bought out? Like, is there a new owner? I think some people are just going to bed. It's just a little bit after 9 o'clock, Rose. So it's starting to get a little late. No, but some people are being pushed out. Oh, gotcha. So like a new partner kind of wants to throw their weight around? Or an old partner is getting impatient with something? At law firms, that's usually what it means. I'm going to have dinner after this. 4 to 5 minutes. That's not a long wait time for dinner. I need to get on a better sleep schedule. I need to get on a regular sleep schedule. Man, it's so stressful when those changes come up at work. It's just like, yeah. Change is never easy, but it's always frustrating when you got a lot of unknowns coming into play. Can't say too much, but basically booted out a very important person. If they could do that, well, what does that mean for the... Yep. So it sounds like someone is just throwing their weight around a little bit right now. Am I skipping a lot? It looks like I'm skipping a lot, guys. I'm actually not looking at the camera right now. I'm actually looking at my screen. Why is this happening? We haven't had an overheating issue since I... Oh, I'm not skipping? Good. So it's just skipping on my end then. Because it just skipped again. Guys, I'm going to pick you up and move you, but I want you to see something cool that I didn't realize that my computer did. So I'm constantly having to monitor certain data set points on my streams for myself so that I make sure that I don't lose you guys or drop you guys, or I can make some mild adjustments over here with like the chat or my frames and stuff like that to try to ensure that I'm not going to have a stream drop out. That's really bad. The information that I have been checking and looking up over this period of time is actually available on my laptop. This is on my touch bar, guys. And I guess it's been there the whole time. I can see my frame rate, my drop frames, my bit rate, and my CPU. I've been streaming for over a year and I did not know my computer was displaying this information. I normally go up there to get that information. That's where I normally get my bit rate. And it also tracks right there. But I realized it went away again. Why did it go away? There it is again. So if I go away, I figured it out now. Okay. So it gives me some options here. I can end the stream. It gives me the length of the stream. We're at an hour and a half right now. Go back. I can mute and unmute. And then if I push that data button, it will display my data set point so I can monitor my stream. You guys, this is actually incredibly useful. This is awesome. This is incredibly useful. I can just look down. You did mostly personal injury and you have some experience with patent, trademark, and some other law, Anne? Nice. I spent most of my career working in the legal department, so I know a little bit about some of that. Did I touch something? Oh, weird. Anyway, cool thing to discover.
Well, Harley's mama, I really hope that everything kind of, like, I hope at least you're left alone in all of these shifts and changes. You were a secretary and a paralegal. Nice. Zero work for a defense civil litigation firm. Oh, you work for a defense civil litigation firm. Sorry. Yeah, I'm with you, Harley's mama. Well, the stream ended up carrying on for a little while. It's okay when the conversation's good, it all works. Dude, is YouTube gonna upload my stream from yesterday? I'm still staring at it saying 0% upload. Oh my gosh, I hate this. Isn't litigation like super like aggressive, long like meetings in boardrooms and arguing about like what's fair and what isn't fair and what one company wants and what another company wants? I mean, that's pretty much just legal jargon in a nutshell, but I feel like litigation is that shit that you go do that you do because you don't want to actually go to court. Oh, nice, Rose. You know what? I started Suits before I went to TwitchCon, and I never picked up Suits again. I gotta watch Suits. Oh man. And Harley's mama, my office podcasting space that I'm trying to use is actually right next to your office. I forgot to tell you that. You really like the work, though? Good actors? Oh, we're talking about Suits now, yeah. Yeah. You love the show, very entertaining. There's nothing on now. Yeah, there's not really much. There's no shows at all right now, huh? Actually, they just released that new Taylor Sheridan show, The Yellowstone. We gotta watch that. Someone sent me another code on LinkedIn for another month of Disney Plus, so I have another month of Disney. I should probably finish season 2 of Daredevil Born Again. I only have like 4 episodes left. But yeah, Harley's mama, yeah, it's like right next to your office. I gotta, once I get the wheels, I'm gonna shoot up there and try to see if I can work it all out. You have Dutton Ranch. I'm so excited. Like, I think I want all the episodes. I don't have Paramount Plus right now. I know I have the offer for like 99 cents. So it's like not, I know it's not a big deal for me to get signed on with Paramount, but I love all those shows that Taylor Sheridan. I saw we're also getting another season of Lioness. Is that true? Or is that just a rumor? I hope that's true. That's a damn good show, too. And I know we're getting more. I actually haven't done Landman either. I haven't finished. I watched like 2 episodes of the latest season. I didn't keep it going. I actually watched, Taylor Sheridan actually did a Joe Rogan interview, and I watched a couple of clips of the interview. Not that I'm a Joe Rogan fan, but one thing that one theme in my life that's been coming up lately is just making sure you're surrounding yourself with people that you trust. And Joe Rogan did straight up ask Taylor Sheridan, like, dude, how do you do all this? Like, you run multiple ranches, you got like 50 television shows, and Taylor Sheridan's just like, I just keep people around me that I can trust. And I'm like, God damn, how can I do that too? You're watching that show now. Actually, The Bear started today. That's a good show. Yeah, Lioness is coming back for his 3rd season. I've actually worked with a couple of people on that show too for some Amazon projects. You're always researching. Don't watch TV these days. Yeah. When I'm healthy, I'm usually watching a show in the background, listening to some music in the background, working on something, researching something. I'm actually trying to build a 1-page. I'm trying to build a template where I can build business ideas and proposals and like put ideas on paper in a day or less. But in order for me to do that, I need a one-page template that allows me to like have an instruction kind of fill out thing. And at the end, it needs to look professional. So I'm trying to I'm trying to build something out here where I can be a little bit more productive. But yeah, Taylor Sheridan's so fucking talented. Like he made a good choice to kind of let acting kind of not be the primary thing. I think he made a great choice to get into writing and directing and producing. You use chat for layout? Yeah. Guys, I don't know what's going on with my YouTube uploads. Hopefully I just want it up. I don't want to lose the 15 hours and I'm scared. Yeah, for proposals, saves you guys so much time. I don't use AI for really anything. Like, I use it for the clipping thing, but like that's not really me using AI. That's just like me using an AI assistant that's like knowing like, oh, hey, this is something he might want to see later. That's all it's really doing for me. But I don't really use AI to create all that much. I think if I went back to corporate work, I absolutely think I would. I do. But I just want to make sure I'm getting my thoughts down because I got a lot of ideas that are coming up around these days, and sometimes you lose track of some of where your mind's at. So I hire a ghostwriter for a lot of money. There's a lot of people I gotta hire before I hire a ghostwriter. After about 4 or 5 weeks in the gym, I gotta fucking hire a photographer like ASAP. Your boyfriend uses AI for his business. Yeah. So personally, like this is just me. If you're using AI to build your business plan, can you? Yeah, you absolutely can. But like, let's just make it clear, you're just like, there's no guarantee rate of success. Like you're starting a business that's the exact same blueprint as like 500,000 other businesses. So it really doesn't give you an edge. I think as long as you're maintaining some level of creativity, and as long as you're maintaining your independent thought, I think you're okay. But yeah, AI in business is definitely, it's a hot topic right now. AI in gaming is a hot topic. Should you be able to use AI if you're a game developer to help create scenes and create art? That's something that's being heavily discussed. Yeah. You've written most of your life, but it was a gift. It's very time consuming. Yeah. I was doing a lot of writing before Roxy passed away. Just get my thoughts down in some book stuff that I was kind of just reorganizing on a regular basis. I like writing. I think I've just had a hard time like wondering like what am I writing for? Because I don't read what I write. I write things down because once I write them down, I remember them. I don't need to read notes. That's not the point of me taking the note. The point of me taking the note is that I write it down, and my brain watches me write it down. So I've definitely had to adapt a little bit and start to think about, okay, am I writing so that someone else is going to read this someday? And that's definitely something that's scary. And that's kind of where I'm at with the book. It's just like, man, it's kind of hard to pick it back up again because I definitely made that decision that this is going to go out there in the world, and it's a lot of personal stuff and wrapped into a neat little bow, and yeah, I like writing for that sense. But you're absolutely right; it's very time consuming. I get writer's block a lot too because like I can't necessarily, I don't necessarily have the words for what I'm feeling, so sometimes it can take me a little while.
it's really just Roxy passing away. I'm trying to be patient with myself, but if I don't do something here, I would probably say if I can't get something going here by the end of July, I'm gonna start being really pissed off privately at myself. Um, there's no excuse. So I'll be online again tomorrow, guys. Probably do something similar to yesterday. I will not do 15 hours. No, we'll do like 7, 8, 9. But I'll be just playing ranked again. So feel free to come in, pop in, say hi. If you guys say hi during your work break or something and I don't respond like immediately, try to give me like a minute or two. I always am checking the chat, but in a competitive round, I'm usually paying attention to the screen for like a minute and a half, 2 minutes at a time. So I'll try to get some games in tomorrow, maybe see if we can make some friends. I'm trying to put together a plan to do some giveaway stuff, but I'm trying to figure out how many codes and what increments I can get those rewards sent to me on. Yeah, and it's also hard because I recognize that it's important that my tribe be small. And for a lot of people, that's a hard part of it too. But yeah, losing Roxy's been hard. And I am giving myself a ton of grace here, Harley's Mom, but like I'm definitely trying to be patient with myself, especially in the evenings when I'm having a little bit of a tough time. I'm also trying to like understand and really just do right by her because I don't think that this whole thing with her passing away so early, I don't think it was by accident. I'm trying to, yeah. Am I popular? Yeah, I am popular, I guess, Rose. But yeah, we'll be on during the day tomorrow. I don't think I'll be able to do a live stream. I think I need to go into Long Beach and hang out with my friend tomorrow, guys, and work through the car thing. Also see if he needs a hand. I'm not trying to pawn off my responsibilities on other people to fix my life. He was just super, super kind to offer. And it sounds like he's just excited to maybe work with me a little bit. I don't know. You're almost 2 years from losing your little puppy. Oh, I know, Harley. Yeah. I know it'll take some time. I just, man, like, I will say this, guys. My final thought. We're going to end after this. Final thought. I'm just incredibly happy that Roxy got to spend a lot of time outside her last year and a half. Is that what I would have wanted for both of us? No, but that dog was only really miserable when we were sleeping outside. The other 18 hours of the day, that dog was living it up. She was getting belly rubs from everyone on the fucking planet. All the neighborhood folks walking through all the parks we would hang out would come and say hi and ask if they could pet her, and she would run around the park. She would chase squirrels and skunks and all kinds of ridiculousness. So it's, you know, guys, I am at peace with that sense of just, for a dog that had to be trapped in an apartment and a 2-bedroom townhome with her family, I think Roxy got the closest thing you could get to putting your dog out to pasture and like allowing them to have that freedom of mobility in their later life. Roxy got the city version of that. And I'm really kind of settled in on that thought just for the time being, and just like, man, I think Roxy was stressed out during those long walks and stuff, and sometimes being trapped in the motel room wasn't fun, but man, we had a lot of time to walk and spend time together. We spent a lot of time in the park, and I don't think Roxy would have had the opportunity to spend that much time in the sunshine and taking naps in the shade under a tree and just like rolling around on her back in the grass randomly and doing all that crazy. I don't think she would have had that opportunity had, you know, we remained in an apartment. So I had your baby 18 and a half years. I'm so lucky to have him so long, but yeah, that's a long life too for him, 18 years. I don't think I'm going to be getting another dog anytime soon. It's going to be quite some time, if ever. I think if I get anything, I'll probably look into a cat here down the road. But does love having an owner around them. Yeah, they do. That they do. It's their home.
it's also important to note, you guys, and this is just where my head's at. Roxy was not my dog. Roxy was an our dog kind of a thing, and that's also something that I've kind of made peace with. I know that Roxy didn't get to spend very much time with Mom the last 5 years, 4 years, but as hard as it was having to deal with the ex, I'm very happy that the two of them had each other. I'm happy that they got to spend time with each other. Of course, I wanted to be by Roxy's side, but you know what? I know where my place in that dog's life was, and I know that it meant a lot to my ex, and I know that it meant a lot to Roxy. So it's a pain we all sign up for, and I'm just appreciative that I know I wasn't my dog's favorite. I'm just happy that she got to spend it with her favorite, if you guys feel me. So I'm gonna sign off for the night, guys. I'll be on sometime tomorrow morning. Be on all day. Feel free to pop in and just say hi. Oh, I know I was Harley's mom. I'm not griping on myself either about being. I don't think I was a bad dad at all. I think I was a great dad. And if she wants to criticize my care for that dog, she has all of the equipment that I had with that dog when. So yeah. But I'll be online during the day, and then I'm probably gonna take tomorrow night off. Not to take tomorrow night off, but to try to go sort through our stuff. I'm really appreciative for the help, guys. Thank you so much for keeping me warm this week. We got here on Tuesday, so we're going to have quite a few nights here to get some rest. Maybe I'll get a little bit more sleep tonight, but yeah, look forward to getting some more games in maybe tomorrow and streaming some more. And yeah, thanks so much, guys, for hanging out with me tonight. I appreciate it. Hope you guys all have a good night, and I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow. Take care. Night, Rose. Night, Ann. Night, Harley's mama. Anyone else here hanging out that I may have missed? Not trying to leave anyone out. Yeah, good night, everyone. Take care, guys.